Hey, what is up everybody? I'm here in the kitchen cooking. I just got finished reading the volumes 22 through 24 on One Piece. Thought I'd get some time in really quick to talk about it, but I thought about it, it was really good. You know, Oda Sensei always finds a way to get you right back on your feet and capture your attention for One Piece. You know, even like times whenever you think Luffy is about to die and still finds a way to get him. And also in this volume, we got to see Zobo defeat. Actually, we already saw him defeat the swordsman who's made out of all steel. So that was really great. Zobo is still trying to, you know, even after the Cold War and everything, he's still trying to practice. He's still trying to train, you know, really make sure he captured that depth of attention that he captured in the last volume, where like he was able to fully meditate and be at one with himself and with everything that surrounded him, even at his like most vulnerable times. So that was really great. You know, in one of the parts we had Tagashi. She was trying to lead her men into the war, and Luffy, he pretty much almost wiped out fighting Sir Crocodile, Mr. Zero. He punched him and all the water came out of, sucked out, dry out of him because he was fighting with like a big barrel of water. Because, you know, whenever he punches Sir Crocodile, he puts water on him, and whenever that water soaks into him, that sand stiffens and he's able to punch him and get, you know, knock him out. But he sucked all the water out of him. Sir Crocodile said, he's over, he's dead. He dipped out, but little did he know, whew, I did not even see this coming. I thought he died. The water came right back down to Luffy in his mouth and he came back. It's like he knew exactly what he was doing. I don't know if he knew what he was doing or if he just got sheer luck. Anyway, so he gets back up, you know, go looks for Sir Crocodile to help out Princess Vivi because he knows how much the kingdom means to her. Anyway, so let's see. We got some really great questions in here, funny questions, cool questions. You know, like there was even like a question corner where they talked about some of the pirates and like Japan and like some of their different names and what they were known for, and that was really great to read about. I'm not going to get really too deep into it right now. So we also even got to the parts where Miss All Sunday, Nico Robin, this whole time she had been paired up with Sir Crocodile because she could, what's it called, translate the hieroglyphs that were in Alabasta, which essentially would give Sir Crocodile a bunch of power if she could translate it, you know, once they found it. She knew what it said, she had the king with him and everything, but she knew that Sir Crocodile, once he knew the information and he would become like super powerful to take over the kingdom, he would double cross her and throw her away. So she didn't give him the information, and instead she told him that the information wasn't there. He tried to kill her, she tried to kill him. Luffy comes in, he defeats Sir Crocodile. You would think that he would not be able to defeat Sir Crocodile, but he defeats him. And the way he defeated him was all of the blood that was on his knuckles. So that was mind blowing, you know? Luffy just gets back up, you know, still tries and tries. Anyway. So even with Sir Crocodile being dead, you would think that the war would be over. Everybody's still kind of like hypnotized, they're still fighting, and you know, there's just really dark energy. There's a timer that's still going on and that's still about to go off. And this part was crazy. Whenever Nami didn't tell them how she was going to get her group up to the top of the tower because they were like on a time limit. They only had so much time to get to the top of the tower. She uses her new weapon that Usopp just gave her to push Usopp up with Chopper and Princess Vivi. Usopp goes up, pushes up Chopper and Princess Vivi. Zolo is there. He gets his swords, push them up. but he sees the two Barak Works team members there, the Miss Merry Christmas and Mr. Four, and so he kind of has to like maneuver them out of the way so that they don't kill them. And so yeah, he maneuvers them out of the way, and they're like, "Where did Miss Valentine's go?" Because that was Princess Vivi's name before, whenever she was working with Barak Works to kind of work inside to find the information that she needed to save her kingdom. Anyway, she gets the timer. She finds out that there's literally nothing she can do to stop the timer. So we kind of get some memories playing back and forth with Princess Vivi of her childhood with Pel. Pel is one of the protectors of our kingdom Alabasta, and he pretty much, there's a lot of great memories that happen. You know, like Princess Vivi would always go to the top of the tower to kind of hide out because that's where she would like to go to as a kid. And she would go there with her friend. Pel would also give rights to Princess Vivi whenever she was young, which he wasn't supposed to do because he can transform into a bird. And so Princess Vivi would ride his back, and he'd take her to the top of the tower. But he really did love Princess Vivi and his kingdom. Anyway, so after those memories play out, Pel goes to the top of the tower because he knows that, you know, the kingdom's in danger. And I thought it was crazy that he even went to the top of the tower because I could have sworn that Pel was dead because Miss All Sunday, she shot him down while he was flying around. Anyway, so he gets the timer and he goes up with the timer and it explodes with him. So he pretty much dies to save his kingdom. A lot of fighting still goes on, but Miss Princess Vivi is able to get to them. So then the kingdom goes back to peace, and they feast, they celebrate, they eat and whatnot. And it turns out, you know, that Luffy and his gang, they need to leave out there as soon as possible. Princess Vivi, you know, now it's up to her whether she wants to stay with her kingdom or if she wants to continue her story to be on a pirate. And they were supposed to make a round trip. The Navy's out there waiting on Luffy and his crew. They were supposed to make a round trip and come back for Princess Vivi, but, you know, she sees the Navy, so she's not able to go with Luffy and his crew. So they pretty much have to part their ways, and it was really emotional. And, you know, we'll see them next time, whenever they can. So they're on their way to a different kingdom, and they run into Bon Clay. Bon Clay actually helps them get out of their predicament with the Navy. So that was really great to see. And not only that, we run into Miss Robin one more time with the Sir Crocodile's helper. Sorry, give me 1 moment. Find out that Robin, she actually wanted to die there. But, you know, Luffy is like, you have no choice, you're coming with me, I'm gonna save you. He saves the king. And so she says that he has to repay her, and the only way he can repay her is that if she can join the crew. Nobody wants her to join the crew because, I mean, she was Sir Crocodile's assistant, Mr. Zero, you know? He was the top of the line of Barak Works. That was his organization that he created. Anyway, she joins the team, the crew, and it's really great because she actually has a lot of great information that they could use. She is very knowledgeable. I think she's a great asset. Anyway, so now they're trying to find this new island that is apparently a sky island. A lot of people are saying it's a myth. They're running into a lot of new characters right now, and I can't wait to find out what we meet. Whenever they get to one of the islands trying to find out information about the island, and when they get there too, Nami says, hey, you guys have to promise when we get there, there can be no fighting. And they're like, alright. And so they made that promise. And Luffy's eating, and he's eating at this bar. He's like, dang, this cherry pie is so bad, I could die. And then there's this guy sitting right beside him, and he's saying the exact opposite as to everything Luffy's saying. And then they start having this fight over who can eat the most. It was kind of funny. Anyway, so these gang pirates walk into the bar because they heard that Luffy's in town and he's worth 30 million berries. And so they try to pretty much get Luffy all riled up to get in a fight. And Nami's like, forget the promise, beat these guys up and everything. And Luffy says to Roronoa, don't fight them. And so Roronoa listens to Luffy, and they don't fight them. And they get out of the bar afterwards, because they decided not to fight them. And then the guy who kept fighting with Luffy about like who could eat more, they kept saying the opposite thing. He told Nami, why do you look so down? You guys won that fight. Not always about fighting, is about winning with actually your fist. And I thought that was actually a really good part. He said, ha 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 ha, this cherry pie really is the best. Why are you so upset, Missy? Your friends won that fight. She says, what? And then it shows a memory where Shank says, you're gonna be better than us, huh? Next time we meet, we'll be on the high seas. And then he said, your comeback was impressive too. You've got guts. Zoro, Luffy. The new age they spoke of is rubbish. The age of the pirate dreams is over. Huh? Hey? And then he says, let them laugh. If you're aiming for the top, you don't always need your fist to show them your might. So a lot of people were laughing about the island, the floating island, because they were saying it was just a myth, but it turns out that it's not a myth. So we'll find out. I'm sure they'll find the island. I can't wait to hear about the journey and how they go about it and finding it. But that's all I got about the review right now. And as I'm reading more, I'm gonna start to try to put more like sticky notes while I'm reading, so I can be a little bit more like descriptive and like things that capture me while I'm reading. But I'm really enjoying reading one because I'm listening and I'm not.